I think Tiger King, the big hit through COVID, I think that was based on a dentist. I think he was a dentist, wasn't he, David? Tiger King.
He's got some good pearly whites.
Oh my goodness!
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Greater Calling vlog. My name is Orion Netzinet. My co-hosts today are Will Crooks and David Edson. So this vlog is a fun and collaborative way to explore best practices to maximize the good percent of your business. It's where we investigate the purpose and heartbeat your company shares among stakeholders to make an impact beyond the bottom line. I am so excited to introduce to you guys our guest today. It's my favorite dentist, Dr. Lauryne Vanderhoof. Lauryne grew up in a small rural town of Remus, Michigan, currently lives and practices dentistry right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She's a Ferris State University grad and went on to attend professional school at the University of Detroit Mercy School of Dentistry and began practicing in 2017. She's a member of many dental groups and last year was elected to the Board of Trustees of the Michigan Dental Association. She also volunteers as a membership chair for the West Michigan District Dental Society and is an associate editor for a local dental magazine, The Bulletin. In her free time, she loves camping and hiking and backpacking, traveling. Basically, she's a dentist that does it all. So welcome, Lauryne. It's great to have you today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So Lauryne, here's something that we like to do. When we invite our guests, we tend to find an interesting picture of them and we like to hear a story about it. So here's what we're going to share and see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is me at the office and we were demoing a new product for teeth whitening. Because it's a strong whitening agent, we have to be able to pull the lips off of the teeth so that the gums don't, or the lips and tissues don't get burned from the whitening agent. And so just for fun, and because I wanted to know what the patient experience was going to be like, I put one on. And then I went around the office trying to, talk to my coworkers like, hey guys, what's up? And then they look up from their computers and it was just a good laugh and we all had fun. And that's the point. You want to go to work, but you want to also have fun and enjoy what you do. So this is me just doing my passion and my fun.
Exactly. I was thinking more like it was you were trying out for a role in The Walking Dead, but I was like, wow, her teeth are way too white for that, but she's got the look down for sure.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So that's great. I love that picture. That shows a lot of what you guys do and the passion, the excitement, and the fun work atmosphere that you have there. So kudos to you. So just, I got a question for you. As a dentist, you're part of changing lives, not only for your employees, but also your patients. What are some of the ways you incorporate your career to help change lives outside of your office?
Yeah, that's a great question. So outside of my little work bubble, I am very involved in organized dentistry. One of the things that I love being involved about is just the outreach that they do and the impact that they have on our profession and our patients. Some things that we're actively involved with on the Michigan Dental Association level is our legislation and advocacy efforts. We work really hard with the legislator to make sure that we are increasing access to care for patients who don't have dentistry readily available or can't afford it. So one bill that's in the legislation right now is funding for dental screenings for kindergarten and first graders. So a lot of kids haven't ever been to the dentist until they're required to do so. And the state is trying to get funding for so that people who can't afford it, that service is covered. And then we're getting children into the system and helping to diminish early childhood cavities and things that go along with that. Just increasing access to funding for Medicaid programs so that adults who also can't afford to go to the dentist can get affordable insurance and then go to the dentist. Other things that the Michigan Dental Association does is they have a foundation board that raises money for clinics, scholarships, grants, and just helping to increase access to care that way. They also host a Mission of Mercy, where that's a weekend, one weekend a year that rotates throughout Michigan, and that's just donated dental services where dentists from all over Michigan volunteer their time. On the local level, we have a tripartite organization, so our local level is the West Michigan District Dental Society. I'm actively involved there. I work on this magazine called The Bulletin, and one thing that I really enjoy writing about is we have an article called Dentists Beyond the Chair, and that's just highlighting dentists within our community who do outreach and volunteer activities. We write articles with calls to action, so we recently featured an article about unaccompanied minors in immigration and what their journey is like and how we can get those populations into the dental office. I could go on. I've also volunteered my time outside of the office for different various events. So I know we're trying to keep this to 6 minutes, so I'll stop here.
Yeah, it's really great that it seems like you really have a care for those that are in the margins, those that are truly vulnerable. And it shows not only the importance of your profession, but also the passion and the care that you show for all people in the community. That's really great. Thanks, Lauryne.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's great that you shared so much of the local. I remember last year, and this is my segue to my next question to you of last year, you got involved in supporting a dental program, not just locally, but globally in Russia. What made you do it? And why do you believe this is something business owners and professionals should care about in general?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Orion shared with me that there was these orphans in Russia who there's a clinic, and a lot of these kids have never been to the dentist before. They have pain. Going to the dentist is not an easy experience. It's a scary place, and financing can be a huge barrier. So when someone has poor oral health, they're more likely to have pain. They might not have a healthy smile. They might not like to smile. So when you help that population out, you're increasing their self-esteem, you're decreasing their negative adverse health effects of having a decayed tooth or an abscessed tooth that could spread and cause real severe health consequences. So, as a business, we have the resources to help make an impact in a meaningful way. And no matter what kind of business you're in, we're all in the business of people, and it's our social responsibility to take care of one another.
It's great.
Yeah, that's excellent. Thank you so much, Lauryne. And Will, you got anything?
Yeah, Lauryne, let's say everyone in a community cared and practiced good dental hygiene. What difference would that make in a community? What benefits would that bring to a community if everybody was engaged that way and had the same passion?
Oh, it would have huge effects. Just going down to someone's smile, they might have more confidence because they can smile. That might allow them the opportunity to go to an interview where before they were too embarrassed and thought they couldn't have that job because of their teeth. There's a lot of correlation between your oral health and systemic health. So when we see improved oral hygiene, we also see improvements with systemic conditions like cardiovascular disease and diabetes. It increases your quality of life. If you don't have teeth, you can't chew food. You can't get nutrition that your body needs. If you're in pain, you can't chew. So having healthy teeth to chew on just increases that quality. It also decreases the burden on the health system and healthcare costs, because without good oral hygiene, a lot of times people are having tooth emergencies. Where do they go? They go to our emergency department, or they have to find a dentist, and that incurs a lot of cost. It's time away from jobs if people have to work to make a living, and now they have to go to the hospital. So also, if there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of opioids being prescribed to manage that pain. So it's also fueling that opioid pandemic that we're seeing, that we're trying to manage in the U.S. right now. And if everyone had healthy teeth, it would decrease the cost of care. So it's easier to do a simple filling than to wait until it becomes an infection now you need a root canal, an extraction. Sometimes you can't save the teeth, so that means taking out. If you don't have teeth, then you have to replace teeth down the road, and that's either dentures or implants. So just over the lifespan of that tooth, you're incurring more costs.
It's good.
So the impact is huge. So if we had, healthy teeth, healthy gums, healthy smiles, we would just see a ripple effect and improvements in all areas.
Yeah, let's all show our smiles then, Orion, right?
A
Awesome.
little bit between your teeth there, Will.
Wow.
What? So we got something coming up from David too. I think he's itching for a question.
I am itching for a question. So we talked a little bit about like the impact that you can have on, and that you have had on the community and the global community. So I just love to know, what would it mean for your clients, employees, more business owners, if more dental clinics and dental associations got involved in social good causes and corporate social responsibility?
Yeah, another great question. Well, first of all, for patients, it would mean increased access to care for those who really need it. We have healthier communities, which we just discussed, and has great implications. It's a gratifying, huge impact that you can have, and it gives employees and businesses a greater sense of purpose. And it's a reminder of why we do what we do. We do this because we love dentistry, and we love people, and we like helping others. It's really easy to get caught up in corporate minutia and the bottom line, but this just gives you a better work culture. It gives you inspiration. It gives you something bigger to be a part of. I know I was reading a really interesting study on millennials, and I know that who's entering the workforce right now, and a lot of businesses are having trouble retaining employees or getting employees. And what the study said was millennials don't want to just turn and burn. They don't want to just crunch numbers and go to work. They want to have purpose. So if you're creating this culture in your business, you're going to retain better employees. You're not going to have that turnover, and it's going to be better for your business. And you're going to enjoy coming to work, and your employees are going to enjoy coming to work.
Love that.
Well
Thank
said. Well said.
Excellent. That's great. Lauryne, I got one final question for you. What is one golden nugget you want to leave with us today about utilizing the good percent in today's business?
Yeah, I love this question. So it's kind of a two-part answer. So I think it's really important that you identify what your core values are independently as a person, and then bring that to your team. For your business, have your teammates and yourself create core values for your business, so that if you have these written down, you can go back to them. So when you do have a decision come up, like, what are my core values? Oh, truth, respect, kindness. This is obviously the right decision, because it's easy to get bogged down with everything else. But if you focus back down to what your core values are, what your culture in your business is, what your business's core values are, it's easy to do the right thing. And so the second part of this, I actually stole this line from Frozen 2. I'm pretty much an adult child, and I love Disney movies. But there's this song. So Anna, she, was going through some turmoil, and she starts singing this song where, in the midst of everything, just do the next right thing. Take that next right step. It doesn't matter where you were. It matters where you're going. And if an opportunity presents itself, do the next right thing.
This is wonderful. Across the board, your answers have been amazing, Lauryne. Thank you very much for all of your insights today. Thank you all for watching. I'm Orion Netzinev, Greater Calling. Remember to floss and make the most of your good percent. Until next time.